Thursday insights for the 1 degree outside weather network. I'm meteorologist Danielle Noyes. Several rounds of impactful weather moving in. An Arctic front arrives on Friday. With it, snow showers and squalls. Behind it, the bitterly cold air. Dangerously cold wind chill values, in fact, for parts of New England, feeling 20 to 40 below zero. After that, all attention on a snowstorm Sunday into Monday. Moderate to high impact event. Our latest thoughts on that coming up as well. Speaking of snow, had a little bit last evening and night, a little more than a little bit in some areas, a little swath here across southern New England and northern New England too. Many areas picking up 1 to 3 in those zones, but a few amounts were higher than that. 4.5 inches, Clinton, Massachusetts, Hope, Maine, 4 inches, Tall in Connecticut, picking up 4, 3.2 in Landgrove, Vermont, Methuen picking up 2 inches, and a little over a half an inch all the way back down to Medford, Mass. Logan Airport picking up 0.2 inches of snowfall from that. Now, during the day on Friday, the snow squalls and showers with the Arctic front won't be overly widespread. That said, where they do come through, they will pack a punch. Brief gusty winds, some reduced visibility, and localized slick travel. Late morning through the midday in far northern New England. These will sink southward here as the Arctic front comes in. So a quick coating to an inch can't be ruled out. An isolated amount up near 2 inches is possible in northern New England. Notice we do climb into the 30s in southern New England and then drop sharply. The temperatures falling through the 20s and teens into the single digits. The chance of a snow shower does decrease across central and southern New England, but I can't rule it out as this Arctic front blasts through. So just something to keep in mind. Friday night plans, it's going to be bitterly cold. The overnight low temperatures, this is without the wind factored in, are going to drop into the single digits all the way back down to the south coast. 6 below in Pittsfield, somewhere like St. Johnsbury's, 11 below zero. 10 to 15 below zero across the far north country. Then you factor in the wind, which will be gusting up to 35 miles per hour, and the wind chill will be as cold as 15 to 20 below zero in some of the high terrain of southern New England. Single digit below zero wind chill values all the way back down to Cape Cod. And look at this, 30 to as cold as 40 below zero in the coldest areas of northern New England. So this is serious cold, right? This is a cold where if your car battery's on the fritz, it may die. This is the cold where if your pipes aren't insulated well, they may burst or have issues. And if you are not dressed appropriately, layered up and covered up, that can become a concern with frostbite setting in as little as 15 to 30 minutes in these conditions. Now, Saturday's highs don't get out of the single digits to lower teens. Those are the actual high temperatures. But with the wind factored in again, it's going to feel like it's right around zero much of the day in southern New England, as cold as 5 to 10 below zero in central, western New England, and then still feeling 10 to 20 below zero in northern New England during the day on Saturday, the warmest time of the day. Now, Saturday night, there won't be as much wind, but the temperatures are still cold, just as cold as Friday night. Single digits, maybe around 10 or just over that for Cape Cod, and then 10 to 15 below zero in far northern New England. Predicted wind chill because any breeze with that type of cold in place does make it feel colder. So 15 to 20 below zero from places like Augusta, Maine to Bangor, even Bar Harbor, far northern New England, 20 to 30 below zero for the wind chill values Saturday night. And many spots in southern New England feeling like we're about 0 to 10 below through the interior. Then our attention, of course, turns to the storm with areas of rain, sleet and freezing rain, and snow on the north side. So this is going to wreak havoc across much of the country. Big travel headaches. It's going to be very disruptive. Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, we get into the snow shield spreading into the region on Sunday over the course of the morning in southern New England. It's expanding northward during Sunday afternoon and evening. So the height of this storm is Sunday evening, overnight, but do you notice pockets of snow linger all the way into the day on Monday and then let up after that? Now, could there be a little bit of mixing? Not likely, though if the storm tracks a little bit closer, there may be a little bit of a zone on Cape Cod or at least the islands that could come close to that with the storm center passing south and east of Nantucket. So yes, there will be little wobbles in the track. There will be some pinpointing we need to do in terms of the heaviest bands, the coastal band where it sets up and how much snow is going to fall. That said, there is very good agreement for a widespread 6 to 12-inch snowfall event across much of New England. The only exception to that will be across far northern Maine, and the probability of 9 or more inches is pretty high for most of the southern 2/3 of New England, with over a foot possible in southern New England, depending on the exact track. So yes, there will be exact numbers that are added to this map, but we're still several days out from the event. The biggest impacts are going to be on travel by plane, train, and automobile, with airport closures and delays Sunday evening and night into Monday. Here's the thing, the snow consistency is going to be very fluffy. So you think about what's called the snow ratio, right? How much liquid water when you melt down the snow. And a 10-to-1 ratio is kind of the classic setup. This will be higher because we have this Arctic air in place. So it will be a very fluffy consistency, easier to pile up. The only spot we're going to really keep an eye on is southeastern New England, because if we get a little relatively milder air that comes in, all relative, right? Then it will be a little bit of a wetter, pastier consistency, particularly for somewhere like the South Shore back down to the Cape. But fluffier through the interior does mean easier to move around, though it will pile up quicker. There are no big winter coastal concerns. That said, I do think we get briefly gusty at the coast with this essential nor'easter. The wind, not a concern through most of the day on Sunday. Then Sunday evening and night, you do notice some gusts that go 20 to 30 miles per hour and maybe briefly to 40 on Cape Cod for Sunday night into Monday. Isolated gusts that may go over 30 briefly through the interior. So reduced visibility, near zero at times with the snow coming down. Snow rates and the height are going to be about 1 inch per hour, maybe as high as 2 inches per hour Sunday night into early on Monday morning. So pre-storm live streams for our members. Yes, the Inside Track's got our podcast. 4 ways to give back, get more exclusive content from us, and to help support our mission. Membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thank you to everybody that continues to sign up, especially over the past several days. Our app, of course, is free. Thousands of 5-star reviews, so you can get the latest snow forecast in there. But our updated videos right at the top, and you can watch our 24/7, anytime, anywhere weather stream, a first and only for New England on your smart TV. Open up the YouTube app. You can search 1 Degree Outside Network. And if you're on a computer or a tablet, we are always at onedegreeoutside.live. Of course, expect many updates in the days to come, always at the number 1degreeoutside.com and on social media, 1 Degree Outside. Have a great day, everybody.